Golden Public School. Now we are going to start the third part of the chapter Deep Water by William Douglas. We are going to start the third and last part of the chapter. We have learned in this chapter that William Douglas was having an aversion of water because when he was 3 or 4 years old, he also got the water over him. That is why, and when he was 10 or 11 years old, misadventure happened with him. We have discussed about it. So now we are starting the left part of the chapter, left and last part of the chapter. William Douglas said he never went back to the pool. He feared water and avoided whenever it could because he developed the aversion also. This misadventure that was deadly, nearly he was dying, that happened in his life. That is why. A few years later, when I came to know the waters of Cascades, I wanted to get into them. Mr. Douglas wanted to go there. Whenever he he went there. Whether I was wading the Typhoon or bumping river or bathing the warm lake of Cot Rocks, the terror means he wanted to go these places, but terror that has seized him in the pool would come back. It would take possession of him. Means that was completely, it just gripped him completely. William Douglas. His legs would become paralyzed. Icy horror would grab his heart also. Means he was having the fear of the water. This handicap stayed with him as the years rolled by in the canals or main lake, fishing for landlocked salmon. These are the fish. He wanted to go there, but he could not go because he was having fear. Bass fishing in New Hampshire, trout fishing on the Deschutes and Meadows in Oregon, fishing for salmon on the Columbia and Bumping Lake in the Cascades. Wherever I went, he said wherever he went, there were the places where he wanted to go, the waters where he wanted to go, but where he went, the haunting fear of the water followed him. It ruined his fishing trips, it deprived of him the joy of canoeing, boating and swimming. He destroyed all of them. He used every way he knew to overcome this fear, but it held him firmly in its grip. Finally, one October, because when he was fed up of this, he wanted to overcome this. He wanted to overcome at any cost. Finally, one October, he decided to get an instructor and learn to swim. He went to a pool and practiced 5 days in a week, an hour each day. An hour each day. Instructor put a belt around him. A rope attached to the belt went through a pulley that ran on an overhead cable. He held on to the end of the rope and they went back and forth. Means the instructor held one end of the rope, and the first end he had just tied to William Douglas' back. We went back and forth. We means both. William Douglas and instructor also went with him. Back and forth across the pool, hour after hour, day after day. Very important line this one. Hour after hour, day after day, we can see that week after week, on each trip across the pool, a bit of panic seized me. A little bit pain comes. Each time the instructor relaxed his hold on the rope and he went under. The instructor was taking care to make him learn. Some of the all terror returned and his legs froze. It was 3 months before the tension began to slack. Tension began to began to be less. Then he taught instructor taught him to put his face underwater and exhale and to raise his nose and inhale. He repeated the exercise hundreds of times because he wanted to learn that. And when we do any work with our full capacity and full devotion, dedication, that work is done. Bit by bit, I shed part of the panic that seized me when my head went underwater. Next, he held him at the side of the pool and he had him kick with his legs. Now he started the kick with his legs. For weeks he did just that. At first his legs refused to work. Means in water, uh, if we do not have practice, our organ, our body, hands and legs, they do not work. For weeks he did just that. At first his legs refused to work, but they gradually relaxed, and finally William Douglas could command over them. Thus, piece by piece, he built a steamer, and when he had perfected each piece, he put them together into an integrated whole. Means the complete stroke, the complete steps which have been uh, learnt by William Douglas, they just started to use them all together. In April, he said, now you can swing, dive off, and swing the length of the pool, crawl, stroke. He did, William Douglas did what was the instructor told him he did. Now, in April, the instructor was finished, but he was still not finished. He still wondered if he would be terrorist icon, that fear would come back. He was just having the fear of this thing. He was thinking he wanted to practice more. When he was alone in the pool, he tried it. He swam the length up and down, tiny vast eyes of the all terror, means little bit face of the all terror would return, but now he could frown and say to that terror, trying to scare me. Now, well, here is you to look. Here is to you look. Off I would go for another length of pool. Means he was not having the fear, and he was just talking with the fear that you cannot do anything wrong with me. I am capable of swimming. You cannot drown. You cannot put me into the water. This went on until July, but I was still not satisfied. I was not sure that all the terror had left. So I went to Lake Wentworth in New Hampshire, dived off at Dog Briggs Island, and swam 2 miles across the lake to Sam at Island. Means he went to these places to practice, to flee his fear. He swam the crawl, breaststroke, side stroke, backstroke, whatever he learned, he used them. Only once did the terror return. When I was in the middle of the lake, I put my face under and saw nothing but bottomless water. The old sensation returned in miniature, little bit. Sensation, fear came. I laughed. He was laughing and said, well, Mr. Terror, what do you think you can do to me? It flicked and I swam on. Means he was just taunting to Terror that Terror cannot do anything because he was having the confidence capacity to run. Yet he had residual doubt, little bit doubt was there at his first opportunity. He read west, went up the Dighton to Conroad Meadow, up Conroad Creek Tail to Mead Glacier, and crammed in the high meadow by the side of the warm lake. The next morning, I started to dive into the lake. Means he put off his clothes and dive into the lake and swam across to the shore and back from one side to other side, just as John Corporal used to do. Means he was a big swimmer. I shouted with joy, and Gilbert Peak returned and go. It happens that when we shout in the just a hill area, that echo comes to us. I had conquered my fear. Means William Douglas conquered his fear. The experience had a deep meaning for him, as only those who have known star terror and conquered it appreciate. In death there is a peace, there is a terror only in the fear of death. As usual, knew when he said, all we have to fear is fear itself. Means there is nothing like fear. If we are fearing, we have to fear for this one, that we should not fear. We should not have fear. We should have fear of that we should not adopt the fear. We should not have the fear. Because he had experienced both sensation of dying and terror that fear of it can produce. The will to live, the will to live somehow grew in intensity. Means he wanted to be alive. He doesn't want to be a die person. He doesn't want to die daily because he wanted to. At last, he felt relaxed, free to walk trails and climb the peaks and to press aside. Think as you read, some questions are given my dear. On the basis of the reading of chapter, you must read the text again and again. You must watch the video so that you can understand in a better way. If any problem, you can ask me. Why was Douglas determined to get over his fear of water? Because he was having the problem. He wanted to go somewhere. He wanted to go the waters, but he could not. How did the instructor build a swimmer out of Douglas? He had to use the special strategy to make him learn to swim. That you can just discuss this strategy. How did Douglas make sure that he conquered the all terror? Because after the instructor finished, that he also went to do practice. So my dear student, I think as you read, you will do these questions. You will just write down the questions and answers of NCERT, understanding the text also you will do, and you will have to do. You will just discuss with your partner talking about the text, and you can do this question. All we have to fear is fear itself. Have you ever had a fear that you have been overcome? This you can write the answer of this question also. Okay, dear student, now the chapter is finished, and you will do the NCERT questions also, and the questions in the previous video were given, you will complete them. Okay dear, thank you very much.